let's start off. How did Lucky really happen to you? Tell us from the right beginning.
Okay, his wife Shaira, Ahmed's wife Shaira, and I were supposed to work on a serial about 4 to 5 years back. And that never happened. And then I stopped doing serials. Oh, actually, I never did any. But then, she'd always advise me, saying, no, 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 I'm telling you, we'll work together, we'll work, one of the best things, blah, blah, blah. So then I always knew her. And about 4 years later, right, you know, she called me and said that, her husband is planning on doing a film, blah, 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 blah. And so I said, okay. Then I came and met Ahmed, and everything about the film was so nice that I could not resist it at all. So that's basically how Lucky actually happened.
So tell us more about Lucky. What did you really like so much about Lucky?
The music. I'm a big music person. So A.R. Rahman, nothing get better. Nothing honestly gets better than that in Bollywood. And so that was one of the main things. Then again, being cast opposite so many big established stars, and me just being a newcomer is again a big plus point. And just everything, sometimes you get the right vibes and you just want to go with your instinct. It was totally like that. It was fully positive all through it. So
Tell us more about your character.
okay, I played this girl called Bindya. She's called Bindya in the house by her elder brother, and basically people in the house. But then again, she's a totally different, mad, happy, lovely, lively person in college, which she gets kind of sober down in the house, and she's totally the opposite in college. And she's basically more or less that. And how she goes through like this phase, because of something that happens in the film, she sort of realizes that, okay, in life, not everyone turns out to be exactly how you thought they were. That's more or less what she's all about.
Having so many actors opposite to you, anyone in particular who's love lady you playing?
What was that again? Having so many actors in opposite what?
Whose love lady are you playing? Love Anjali.
Now that's the biggest suspense. I'm not going to give that out at all. But I have a different relationship with each and every one of them. I'm a sister, I'm a friend, I'm a lover, I'm a supposed lover, and yeah. So there's a whole bunch of it. And I'm not going to tell you who I ultimately land up with.
So at the moment, what is it actually really looking for? What kind of films do you think?
To be very honest, okay. It's like this, you get a jump start, then you kind of want to go slow and be extremely choosy. Maybe it's not the right thing to do, but then that's how I want to do it. If I would actually sit down to watch a film with a good storyline, that's more or less what I would actually sit down, want to choose now. That's what I'm actually looking at. But I sort of decided that I'll just wait till Lucky releases, and only then would I actually sit down to getting down to work again. So as of now, I'm doing nothing, and I'm just waiting for Lucky to release.
Anything in particular, any particular kind of roles that you're going to be looking forward to?
No, not really. If the role, even if it's small but has potential, I think I'm the kinds to go for it.
So how comfortable are you when it comes to dancing?
Surprisingly, I had a lot of fun. In Lucky, I've danced a lot. In fact, I've never danced like this or, so much in my entire life. But I had a blast, and now I realize why they say that it's so much of fun, because, being the audience, I would always wonder, why is it that they love it so much and have so much fun? But it was only after I actually experienced it would I know why. Because the entire set just gets so lively, and the music's blaring, and everything's, just so nice and lively around you that you automatically get like full zest. And I think that was one of the best parts of the entire film. And I am pretty comfortable, I realized, with dancing. Yeah.
Is it like from the very start, even before you started your career, that you knew that you're going to be in this field today?
Not at all. In fact, I got into it totally by chance, and it just went on and on and on. So I just went on and on with the flow. I ideally wanted to become an air hostess, which ultimately landed up becoming, I said maybe I want to do my MBA. But then again, this just went on and on, so I didn't want to stop it. So I was just going with the flow throughout. But again, I have graduated. I just graduated in 2 years back, basically. And I do intend on continuing my studies as a backup. Yeah.
So in terms of films, have you ever planned that, okay, 2 years down the line, I guess I should have done so much, or 3 years down the line?
No, not really. I don't plan so much. I'm the kinds to just go with it. So I don't think I'll ever become like that because it's like this, you know, when you plan and it doesn't go your way, then you kind of get all sad and you're depressed. So I don't want to take that path at all. So then I'm never going to be in that category. So
You know, in films, you always want to be playing different characters. But you as an individual, tell us something. What kind of a person are you? What is your-
oh, okay. I'm forever laughing. I'm forever happy. I am like that. But then again, I have my days also. Um, as a person, I think I'm very normal. I love going out. I love partying. I love making friends. I love traveling. Yeah, these are more or less what I'm all about. Yeah.
You know, coming to different kind of, like, at times you have to do emotional scenes, action and romantic. What do you think comes in really easy? And what are you really fond of?
Let me see. Emotion in scenes can get difficult simply because it drains you out completely. Because you have to cry and all. It just is very physically draining. But then again, they're very challenging. So then, if you do it well, you get a lot of satisfaction. Because you know, if everyone says, "Okay, you've done well," then it's like, "Oh, okay, I've done my part." The same way, hoo ha ha happy scenes uh, can come very easy, also. But I think comedy, I've never really done it. But as far as what I've heard, is very difficult. So if I actually want to do something, that would be quite a challenge because I've heard so much about the timing and blah 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 blah, and I've never really done it. So that would be quite a thing to do. But I think more or less what comes really easy would be just being the happy, normal, bubbly, lively little girl. Yeah.
You know, do you have any dream role in mind, like doing a double role someday, or
No, not really. But I watched Ek Hasina Thi, and I think Urmila's role was just fabulous. So if something like that, because I walked out of the film, you know, having this whole power, girl power feeling within me, and I'd love to give it to somebody else as well. So then those kind of films I quite like, even though they're very dark. Well, okay, I like those kind of films.
okay, coming to Lakir, anything that you'd like to mention about the film? Any plus point, anything that you think is really going to
Plus point, okay. You know, the whole film, after I watched it, did I realize is really colorful. And I think it's like a, how would you call it, eye candy? You know, it's totally like that. It's a total treat to your eyes. And the songs are picturized so very well. Then I know for a fact that everyone will say, you know, I wish there was, you know, the song was a little longer than what it is in the film. So I think the songs are a big plus point. And just everything, the way it's shot is very glossy, colorful, which I, you know, personally really liked a lot. So I would recommend, you know, you all to maybe notice all these kind of things in the film.
The fact, you know, that you're the only female lead among so many big stars, tell us something about that.
Initially, I was very scared. Okay, I was very nervous because I had never really actually met a star and, you know, been around one. So I was really petrified. I would not want to go and say hello, and then, you know, all these people, the whole team would, like, you know, pull my leg and say, "Come on, you have to go." And then finally they got me to meet them, and working with all of them made me realize that, you know, okay, I guess they're normal human beings as well. And the entire experience was really, really nice because it's only after you actually work with them do you realize that, you know, that you watch them on TV, you think they, you know, make them out to be big stars and, you know, unapproachable, but that's so wrong. Yeah.
Anyone in particular that you like really got along well with?
No, in fact, everyone was so distinct. Everyone had such distinct personalities that there was nothing really. How would I put it? Sohail and John were obviously much younger, so I would kind of gel along much better with them. But everyone was totally different. Everyone had totally different personalities. To actually sit around saying I got along with this better or that better, no, nothing like that.
Okay, great. I'll ask you the question now. Intaha.
Yeah.
Rolling. How did Intaha really happen to you? How did like you interact with him?
Okay, I had done this video called Priya Vasanti. I think Mukesh Bhatt saw me in that, and after that he called me and I heard the script, and I'd never really played a mean, horrible girl. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to do this. That's how it happened.
So what was it Intaha all about? And what really got excited you towards that particular?
Okay. As I told you, I never really played a girl that was so bad. And if you'd seen the film, she was out and out horrible, okay, as a person. And I thought that would be a big challenge to actually take up. And see how the audience reacts, because I've always been this sweet, happy little girl. So I think it was time enough to break out of that entire image. And I think that was the story, was more or less what actually got me to it.
Your character was quite darkish.
Very dark. She was horrible. Only in the end she realizes, which is so cliche, but then yeah.
Any particular incident that really happened throughout the film that you still...
Not really anything that happened that I could mention or put down. But I just remember while shooting that song Dhalne Lagi Hai Raat, oof, it was so dark, and we were shooting in Ooty, and in the middle of these forests which were just dead, and you can hear all these creatures and all these birds, and I get petrified. Okay, I'm petrified of ghosts, and all these things kept coming up, and there were these shots where I had to walk through the trees alone, and I was like, oh my gosh, if something happens, it's going to be on camera and the whole world is going to see me being abducted, or just aliens coming and just rubbish. All the weirdest thoughts would come through my head. But I think that was very spooky, and I never want to go back to Ooty again. Yeah. And nothing really happened as such. But yes, I remember the climax. There was water, and just the water had over a period of 2-3 days had become very bad. Like it was stinking, and we had to go in it every day, and it was just so horrible. We'd put Odomos, and we'd put all these horrible things around us just to avoid. Firstly, the stench was pathetic, so we'd have like air fresheners all over the place, and there were so many mosquitoes, and that was just horrible. So every time we'd go, it was like, are we actually going to come on the sets having a bath? Because there's no sense at all. We're going to be so dirty by the end of it. And I had to drag Vidya out in our hair, and it was just so messy. I think that's one thing I'll never forget in my life. Yeah.
How was it working with Ashmat?
Oh, Ashmit's a really nice guy, very down to earth, very chilled out. We fall in almost the same age group, so it was very nice. We could actually relate to each other, and we landed up having so many common friends that we realized the world's so small. And I think ultimately I would, label him out to be a really nice, chilled out guy. Yeah.
A lot of, I think one of them, you also being a newcomer, but you were still, you had done a film before
Yeah.
as well. But rest all of them were new. How was it, gelling out?
It was awesome, because I still consider myself new. So, to be working around all these young people, I think makes a very big difference, because we have so many conversations, and it just lightens up the entire set, and the whole idea of coming to work would be excluded. It would be like a nice little happy picnic time kind of a thing, and when it actually got down to work, we'd be like, oh, okay, let's do it, maybe for 2-3 hours and sit down and chat again. So it was really, really nice, yeah.
Where all was the film shot in
It was shot more or less in Ooty. There was like this whole 20-30 day schedule, which was so hectic, and everyone wanted to just come back home, especially me, because I hate Ooty. Sorry, but there's just been weird incidents over there, so I kind of have this feeling that I'm sort of jinxed where Ooty is concerned. And besides that, I think it was shot in Bombay completely.
What about the songs? Any particular song you favorite or something?
I think Dhalne Lagi Hai Raat, because of all these weird memories, sort of landed up being a nice treat to me after watching it, and knowing that okay, it turned out to be really nice. I think that was my all-time favorite song.